And when the Christmas decorations would come out, I would die. And I had this really amazing grandmother, as lots of people know.
The sweetest.
And I would decorate her house at Christmas time. And I like based my whole calendar, my whole life around that day. And she would sit in a dining room chair at the bottom of the stairs as I brought boxes down. She'd be like, here come the reindeer. Oh, I'm wild about it. Got that one at Neiman Marcus. Wonderful. Oh, here's a snow. Oh, I'm crazy about a stocking. I mean, all the items would come down. She'd announce them. It was like a parade. I would bring them down. I'm like, oh, here come the carolers. Oh, they go on the end table next to the lamp. I'm wild about them. I mean, she was like Auntie Mame. She was like a crazy character.
She's like larger than life,
I
though,
don't even know
because
how to
we
explain
all
it.
knew her and
Yes.
loved her.
And in college, my friends would go over there and do laundry at her house, and it was just crazy. Anyway, she was so funny. So,
What's like your favorite story of her?
I don't even know where to begin. I mean,
Swopie.
one time my grandfather his car had broken down like around the corner. I had pulled into the driveway, and she said, "You'll never believe it. Daddy has broken down on Glen Echo." And I was like, oh no. And that's over by the post office in Green Hills.
Yeah.
So I drove over there. She got the name of the street wrong. He had broken down on Echo Hill. And I had to go over there, and she goes, "You'll never believe it. It's over there by that house, that horrible house. It's a rental." And it's got all that horrible shrubbery around it. If they paint it yellow, it'd sell. And meanwhile, he's stranded in the middle of the road. Traffic. He's 89. People are honking at him. He doesn't know what to do. And she's telling me about they need new shutters. The whole roof needs to go. And the front yard is terrible. It's not level. There's divots in it. And I was like, "Which street?" She goes, "Well, the one on the corner. It's rental. There's several boys from Vanderbilt live in it. There's aluminum cans all over the yard. And if they paint it yellow, it'd sell. It's never sold before. I think a nice Jewish couple lived in it for years. It's got a low ceiling." I mean, she's unbelievable. That's how she talked.
She did talk like that. She gave me, one time I went over to Swopie's house with you.
Oh, y'all had one-on-one.
We did, and she just adored you so much, and she had baked you a pound cake.
Oh, crazy about it.
And she gave you the pound cake, and then I got the one that was a little too dry, and it was too dry for Hugh, so I took it.
Did she say that? Sorry, this one's dry. Take this one home.
This one's dry. Yes, and now Hugh has the moist pound cake.
Well, I mean, you have your favorites, don't you?
I do adore when you unpack at Christmas, because you will send me the receipts from Neiman Marcus in 1980 that Swopie was just buying things.
She would leave
at
them
Neiman Marcus.
in the bag. Honey, I ordered that angel from Neiman Marcus. It was like 1984, and it was like $16, but it was probably a lot. I mean, who knew?
Yeah.
I mean, back to inflation. Hugflation.
Out of control. It's probably $66. Who knows? But the whole point is she made a big impression on my life, and she was very, very, she was so larger than life. She was just this crazy character that nobody can really explain unless you knew her. But people come up to me all the time and say, like the little lady at Walgreens that has a stool. Y'all are going to die. She says, "I sit on a stool." And she was like, "Your grandmother would give me a tip, and I would carry her bags out. She'd be a long line of people, and she'd be like, 'Give us a moment.'" And the lady would have to come out and bring her stuff to her car because she was so old trying to get... In the very end, going to Walgreens at the very end, getting cans of Beanie Weenies.
Oh, yes, and a fur coat.
And a fur coat, getting Beanie. Honey, they've got Beanie Weenies 2 for $1 at Walgreens. I'm wild about it. And Judy at the cashier, she's one of my favorites. I think I'm going to have her as a pallbearer. That's what she said. She can carry my casket.
Oh, God.
They finally gave her a stool to sit on.
I love her.
That's how she talked.